What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DC Heat back with another video where I got scammed out of a multi-million-dollar facility. The last time you guys saw me, I made a little bit of an announcement to you guys. We're creating a professional basketball development and AAU program with the goal of helping young hoopers become pro basketball players. Why don't you come take a look at the new home of DC Heat Elite. Well, the day I posted that video, I received a phone call that changed everything. A phone call that ended up being the first clue revealing to me that this deal I had made with this multi-million-dollar brand new basketball facility might just be a little too good to be true. A phone call that was the first inclination to me that I might have just been getting lied to about this facility for months. Let me break down this story from the very beginning. 51 days ago, I was sat right here in this exact spot on my laptop and I posted one of the most important videos on this channel. The video where I recapped the entire 12-year history of DC Heat, my entire life's work. The video where I announced this massive new project and the new road forward for the channel. And I also got the chance to speak about something much more important to me within this video. When I had accomplished my lifelong dream of becoming a YouTuber and I made a video with 42 million views and Nike and Under Armour are calling me, you see what happened next. I self-sabotaged, I lost everything. It clearly was not the answer for me. And I'm not gonna get into my entire story that eventually ended and led me to Christ. But what I will tell you is the verse in the Bible that says the kingdom of God is within you has become real for me.
Babe, do you even want to hang out tonight?
It didn't fill this God-sized void within me. 24 hours after I posted that last video, I received a very pivotal phone call. A phone call from the facility manager of this gym, the facility that's got the perfect main court, the perfect development court, a really nice strength and turf area, everything we need to deliver this elite level holistic training program for our soon-to-be players. On this phone call, Julian came clean to me that he had been lying to me about the construction timeline being projected to be done mid-March for our spring and summer season. And this isn't my first rodeo. Throughout the last 2 months where he was lying to me, I continually asked him clarifying questions, and I didn't just take the first word he gave me. He continued to assure me I thought I could trust him. Turns out I can't. So coincidentally, he waits until the day after I make this huge announcement sharing these dates that the dates are a lie. So with this news, I learned that not only have I lied to my entire audience and the soon-to-be team that's all registering for the tryouts about the dates, but everything I had been working on about this spring and summer AAU season, the whole show that we're planning to do on the channel, all the experts in the team that's ready to go come mid-March, all of that's down the drain. This call happened at 10 p.m. I hang up the phone once I learn that the gym might not be done for another 3 to 6 months, and then I go on a 2-hour-long walk through the city. But on this walk, I had realized something. I thought back to why I decided to do all of this in the first place. And that's when I fought to bring this channel back to life and make some of the greatest basketball videos in the world, fueled by a spirit of ambition, drive, and innovation. When I reached what I thought was my lifelong dream, it clearly was not the answer for me. But now I want to be led by a different spirit. It felt like this whole setback or redirection was actually an opportunity for me to remember why I had started down this path in the first place and recenter my focus on what my true intention behind this new chapter of the channel and the business is. So it's 5 p.m. on Thursday, February 26th, and as usual, I'm somewhere random in DC working on my business, and today it happened to be on the 5th floor of this library on the Georgetown University campus. I'm sitting on a desk on the phone with Julian, this facility manager, as he's apologizing to me, and we're trying to figure out where we're gonna go from here. And I look down the aisle of the library and I see a priest walking directly towards me, and we're looking at each other for a second. And then anyway, he goes down picking up his books. I continue that conversation with Julian, and then like 25, 30 minutes later, I end the phone call and I go to the elevator, and then the priest happens to be going to the elevator at that exact same moment. So we both step into the elevator, and we're on Georgetown University campus, so I'm assuming he's a Catholic priest. It's a Catholic university, and it turns out he's an Eastern Orthodox priest, and I'm Eastern Orthodox. But then the priest tells me, he says, when I saw you sitting at that desk, I knew I needed to speak with you. This wasn't a coincidence. And of course, this was 2 days after I had went on that long walk, essentially repenting, saying, Lord, I need some guidance from you. And then this conversation with the priest happened. So anyway, I won't recap everything that we talked about in that conversation, except for this one thing. We get off at a random floor and we have a 30-minute long conversation. Father, my whole career I've been chasing after the next milestone, whether it's revenue or success, but every time I accomplish it, I'm actually left empty. I thought this new project was going to be different, but as soon as I start building it and launch it, I fell right back into the same trap. Now that everything's falling apart, I'm starting to get the feeling that that's actually what I needed.
Yes, I see. Have you heard of the concept of apatheia?
No, Father, I haven't.
We get our word apathy in English from the Greek word apatheia, which in English, of course, has come to mean indifference, not caring. But the church's teaching on apatheia actually lines up with the original Greek meaning, without suffering, or without being enslaved to disordered desire. It's not indifference, it's freedom. Freedom in having your desires ordered correctly, towards something greater than satisfying your own selfish cravings.
So the goal is to not care about the outcome?
No. The goal is to do the work with full effort and full love, and then release it. You said you want to work with these young men to serve them. That's a good and noble thing. But the moment your peace depends on whether the program succeeds, whether people praise you, whether the video does well, you've made an idol of it, and an idol will always disappoint you. This setback you experienced, it didn't corrupt your mission. It just revealed what your mission is actually all about.
Now, after this phone call with Julian, after this conversation with the priest, fast forward months from this point, and I'm continuing to work on DC Heat Elite to figure out what's the pivot we're gonna make. But then I remember, hey, right after I found out the whole timeline that Julian had given me was a lie, and we don't actually have a spring and summer season right now, I asked for my deposit I had sent him to lock down my program schedule that we had negotiated. I said, hey man, send me the refund of that deposit. He assured me he's gonna send it back, and then a week later, nothing. Anyway, I start hounding him, and a month after he told me he's gonna send this deposit back, I had cornered him and I said, where is the money? This is weird. Why are you not sending me back the money? And this is when he came clean that he had used my multiple $1,000 deposit as his own payroll. He didn't put it into the company account with the other facility holder. It didn't go into anything regarding the facility. It just went right into his pocket, and oh, he actually spent the money and can't send it back to me just quite yet. It's a good thing I had just had a little lesson on apatheia. Julian is someone that I've known him for the last 10 years. He trained me. In recent years, I've rented out his old facility that he used to own for his training business to host events that we've done on the channel. And throughout the years, he's just been a friend of mine. We've stayed in contact. We've done little things here and there like such. And 6 months ago, he reached out to me and said, "Hey, Aiden, there's this brand new awesome facility opening up in your area. Would you like to work with them in any regard?" That's when we were pivoting to do DC Heat Elite, and I said, actually, I think we could work with them and have them be the home of this new program. Anyway, he's the person I had been talking to throughout this whole process. And eventually he had introduced me to the two other facility owners and managers and the people that run this facility that's obviously still in construction. And I had only met with them one time, but all of the communication I did with this facility was done through Julian because of the personal connection we had and because I thought to believe he was a manager or someone in a leadership position, a decision maker at this facility. So all of the updates on construction timelines, like I said, but also all of the program scheduling for DC Heat Elite in this new gym and the negotiation between the terms of our agreement, I did through Julian, thinking obviously, and him telling me that he's relaying everything else with the rest of the team. So when I found out he had used the 4-figure deposit I sent to him that was meant to obviously nail down the program schedule for their facility, when I learned that he used that deposit to put into his pocket, that's when I had set up a meeting with the other facility owners, Julian not invited. And when I sit down with them, a whole lot was revealed, not just to me, but also to them. I find out in this meeting that Julian is not a leading member of the facility team. He's not even a decision maker at all. He's a trainer that they had been talking to about running the training at the facility. And yes, he had been bringing in potential clients and leads like myself that may want to do bigger rentals of the space. But that's it. But not only that, the real owners and managers of the facility, these two gentlemen, let me know they had no idea about any agreements that I had made in any of the scheduling and negotiation and the terms of the contract that I had made with Julian at all. Which means there is no agreement. There never was any agreement. Julian just made this entire thing up behind the backs of the real facility owners and to completely deceive me. So this now leaves us with no home for DC Heat Elite, months wasted of back and forth making this fake contract, and also it leaves me lying to my entire team, all of the experts that we had gathered, all the staff that we had built for this program, and also to all of you. And the weirdest part is I don't even understand to this day what Julian's end game was. I refuse to believe he masqueraded all of this just to scam me out of a few $1,000s. And to be completely clear, the real owners of the facility were not aware of any of this at all, and they're actually helping me resolve this whole thing. They're helping me get this deposit back. That's the biggest reason I think Julian's actually now sending me back the money months after he said he would. And I am still talking to this facility, and we're sitting at the table discussing a partnership where this will be the home of DC Heat Elite in the future. But guys, everything is still in the works. You guys deserve an update on everything that's transpired, where we're at, and what the road forward is. Now the only question is, what do I do in the meantime? I think I have an idea. So because of this unfortunate series of events, I've decided the only option I have at this point is to fly here to London, spend 3 days here, then get on a motorcycle ride 450 miles up the coast of the United Kingdom to Edinburgh, Scotland, spend 3 days there, then get back on the motorcycle and ride all the way back down here to London, England. You know, sometimes when you get hit by life, you just got to roll with the punches, guys. It is what it is. I mean, I guess you can take a look at the journey that's about to unfold here.
Yo, when the trumpet sound.
Oh my God, Aiden. Dirty girl.
See, my father didn't want to test it. Test him, didn't want to vex him. He teach me certain lesson. Think that.
Go. Guys, don't do the dumb stuff that I do. Just don't. Episode 1 of the vlog series drops tomorrow.